Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News. This is a weekly BMX news show where I talk about everything that I think you might care about that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX. I'm back from vacation, so we're back to the normal BMX news show. I hope that you enjoyed Montana Ricky's Rider Spotlight last week. If you didn't see it, check it out in the info card right here. And with that being said, let's get into this past week's BMX news. The first thing that I want to talk about is a piece of sponsorship news with the news that Chris Patrick Tilk is welcomed to the Vans Shoes BMX team. And this news came with a welcome video that convinced me that this kid can backlash or manual out of any other trick that he could do. The first clip in the video is a backlash across the sidewalk to a wall ride on like a kind of steep bank to a backlash back across the sidewalk that he came in on. It's a hard one to explain, but pretty wild, and Chris definitely has a bright future with riding like this. And that's it for sponsor news. The next thing that we can move on to is contest and jam news. And the first thing here is the Lip Lords Invitational Jam at Worcester Skate Park is going down tomorrow, June 2nd, at Worcester Skate Park. Everyone's invited, and the weather is looking absolutely perfect for a BMX jam. It's got a 74-degree high, and it's going to be partly cloudy all day, which is absolutely perfect for a jam and riding. So if you're anywhere near Ohio, make the trip out for what's going to be an amazing day. And then from there, I want to talk about X Games Real BMX 2018. If you don't know what this is, there were 6 different riders and 6 different filmers that got paired together to make a video. All of them are 1 minute and 33 or 34 seconds long. The list of riders includes Brad Sims, Colin Verniak, Corey Martinez, Tom Dugan, Sean Ricani, and Kevin Peraza. And to put my opinion out there on this one, I would say they were all extremely well done, and the writing and filming and editing and all of them was top notch. But there were 3 of them that stood out to me, and those were Brad Sims with the easy victory, and then Colin Verniak and Corey Martinez tying for second place. In my personal point of view, Brad's video was just way more polished than all of the others as far as the filming and editing. It also felt like Brad's riding was not only different than the rest, but also pushed to another level. But I could be wrong. If you guys watch all of the videos, let me know who you guys think should win in the comments down below. There's links to all of the videos in the description below, as well as links to everything that we've already talked about and everything that we're going to be talking about in the order that it was or is going to be talked about. I personally think that Brad should win this one. That's just a personal opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. And moving on, we've got the highlights from the 2018 Butcher BMX Jam. This is 5 minutes of straight up shredding from some of the biggest names in BMX right now, and some names that I've honestly never heard of. This video has some crazy park and dirt jump riding to a very chill song. Then from there, we had a highlight video from Cult Desert Rain 2018, and then Felix Prangenberg's Birthday Bash video. After that, in the last contest in Jam News, we have Habo Gutierrez video combined with a Cornhuckit Mike D Nowear frame raffle. That was a mouthful. I'm going to say that one more time. It's a Habo Gutierrez video combined with the news about a Nowear BMX Cornhuckit Jam frame raffle. Got it. So this video could have gone in 3 different sections of this news video, but it's going in the jam section because the frame ridden in the video is going to be raffled off at this year's Cornhuckit Jam, June 30th at the Nowear BMX compound, hosted by Karel Hinckley, the guy behind Nowear BMX. Habo kills it in this one with a style all of his own, and some of the manual tricks that he can do just don't make sense. But if you're able to, check out the Nowear Cornhuckit Jam going on June 30th in Nebraska, where you could win the frame that was shown in this video. And that's everything as far as contests and jam news goes. And from there, we can move into the videos from this week. The first one is called Isaiah Johnson 2017-2018. 13. Isaiah was recently added to the Alienation team, so that introduced me to his riding a little bit, but seeing this video really shows how much of a shredder he is. He has an awesome style of riding here with some wild combos, including a double peg grind to hard 180 turn down. Wrap your head around that. Somehow he's flown somewhat under the radar, but hopefully with the exposure of videos like this one and being added to the Alienation team, he can get his name out there a little bit more. And then we can talk about Sean Burns' Bone Death Dirty Sniff section, which was released online this week. Chances are that most of you already know who Sean Burns is, and there is a very good reason for that. Sean has been absolutely killing it for literally longer than I've been riding bikes, dropping insane video part after insane video part, and this video is no exception to that whatsoever. This video is literally full of tricks that could have been deadly if they had gone too wrong. There's a roof-to-roof feeble grind, a roof-to-roof tire ride, and a roof drop double peg to fakie on a rail in this video. And those things alone are reason enough to watch this section if Sean Burns' reputation wasn't enough of a reason for you in the first place. After that, we've got a bunch of videos from a bunch of different countries all across the world. The first one is Bevan Cowan 3.6.5 episode 4. This guy reminds me of an Australian pegless Dan Foley, and if you get what I mean by that, you'll probably enjoy this video. It's also awesome to see a different style of riding from Australia when it feels like all of the riders that we see are those crazy park riding tech guys. And then we had a video uploaded by Vital with Kieran Reilly called The Next UK BMX Superstar. Just yes. The answer is yes. Provided that this kid can stay away from girls and the car world, he will absolutely have the title of BMX Superstar next to his name in the very near future. And if you watch this video, you'll see exactly why. It feels like most of it was shot just from the deck of a ramp with a cell phone, so I can't imagine what this kid would do if he had a real filmer using a real camera and he was ready to throw down. There is so much insane park riding in this video, and he might have the highest flares at the youngest age that I've personally ever seen before. Then we had a video that was filmed in France and Portugal called VHS from Jesse Lee Sommer. Then 54 seconds of Street Plaza Skate Park shredding all the way in Brazil from Anderson Kakaroto. Then we had one from longtime Canadian shredder Chris Silva called Half Empty, followed by Karel, Kaldasaun, Wintertime in Estonia, and Hash BMX Berlin Weekenders, obviously in Berlin. And now that we're to the end of all of those, I just want to apologize for all of the name butchering I just did. I don't know how to read. That was actually most of what came out this week, but we did have 5 other videos that were worth talking about, so let's list through those right now. The first one just came out like a half hour before recording this, and it was Source BMX Bullseye with Van Homan, where he rides some trails. Then we had Tom Villarreal, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and then a Drop the Pin from Ride with Billy Perry, Josh Clemans, and Jarren Barboza. FBM Lost in the Streets, and a Brock Rayford Spring 2018 Instagram compilation. And after that, we had one piece of quickie check it out if you care news in the form of a video bike check, What I Ride with Dan Collar from Ride BMX. And now let's move into the products from last week. The first one is a video called The Rewind with Coco Zarita. And while headphones aren't exactly a BMX product, Coco Zarita is a BMX rider, and this video has BMX riding in it. So I felt like it was worth talking about. And the video itself was extremely well done, well shot, well edited, but every single clip except for one was in extreme slow-mo, which if you're anything like me, that can be pretty hard to watch when it comes to a BMX video, but it's a headphone promo with a BMX rider, so I don't feel like it's meant for us. It's meant for the mainstream, and the mainstream probably likes slow-mo, so whatever. Either way, Coco shreds, and it's always good to see outside support for BMX riders. Then from there, we had all of the details on Trey Jones' Wild Child Subrosa frame. It's got a 75-degree head tube, a 71-degree seat tube angle, 8.75-inch standover, 13.5-inch slammed chainstay, and a 120mm in height head tube, as well as a seat stay tube wishbone design. There is a ton of other details in the link below to the BMX Union write-up. Then from there, we had a Boyd Hilder Venture Line promo video from Volume. This promo video has just about everything that you could ask for from a frame promo video, or just a video in general, except for close-up video clips of the frame built that Boyd was riding. Either way though, Boyd absolutely kills the park, the street, and the trails in this video, and there was honestly not one single clip in this video that wasn't something completely crazy. This is definitely one that I would recommend watching this week if you like watching all around versatile riders. Then from there, we had the S&M Shield Camo colorway. This one is available on the turtleneck stem, the shred neck stem, the X-Men sprocket in both guard and non-guard version, and the fork headset cap. We also had Subrosa's Summer 2018 apparel release this week, as well as a 90 East F1 sprocket, which is made from 7 Series aluminum, and it's designed to look like an F1 racing wheel, and it comes in 25 and 28 tooth, only in black, and it will run you $50. Then in the last product news, we had a video about the Sabre Universal Sprocket from Profile. This one has Mike Hinkins in it explaining all of the different options and details of this sprocket, because there are a lot of them. This one is available in 19, 22, and 24mm options because of the insert that goes into it. The 19 and 22mm inserts are available in both bolt-on and spline drive, whereas the 24mm insert is only available in a bolt-on option, and this sprocket only comes in black. And then from there, we had a few interview podcast videos to talk about that I honestly don't know which section to put them in, so they get their own section at the end. The first one is the Rollback podcast on Vital BMX. This one was with Dennis Enerson. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet, but everything that I've read about it and everyone posting about it says that it's very good, and some of the things that he says in it are very good as well. Then we had Fakey News from Subrosa called Ask Subrosa with Joris Colom. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet either, but I'm sure that it's entertaining, and if you're into Joris's crazy riding, you'll probably be into this one as well, because it's always awesome to get insight into riders and see more from them than just their riding. Then we had a pro Q&A from Ride BMX with Dan Lacey, and I did watch all the way through this one. This one is a great one to watch because Dan Lacey holds absolutely nothing back about his opinions. He puts it all out there. He's real. Talks about his feelings and his opinions, and just that's pretty much all there is to it. But at the end of the video, he also gives a disclaimer that just because he feels like this doesn't mean you should have to. It doesn't reflect the sponsors that he has, and he's not trying to hurt anyone's feelings or anything like that. And I personally felt like it shows the character that Dan has to say all of the things that he said in this Q&A and then give a disclaimer like that. It just shows that he cares and shows some real character. So awesome. I definitely recommend checking this one out. So that's just about gonna wrap up this week's BMX news video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment in the comments down below what your favorite story was, what you thought of one of the interviews or the products or anything like that. Let's just have a conversation. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I try to come out with BMX news videos every Friday, Tip Tuesday videos on Tuesdays, and other types of riding videos throughout the week. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next chapter in the Hilton Head BMX adventure. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.